Here's applied Riemann sum example problem number 2, and this one deals with average value. So the situation is we have a 6-mile hiking trail. The elevation, which is in thousands of feet, is given. So the first one is 1,000 feet, the next one's 1,300 feet, and so on. And each of those elevations is at a certain distance, which is in miles. So here we go. X is measured in miles. So they want us to find the average elevation of the trail. So E is the elevation, we need the average value. So the first thing is the average value of a function is 1 over b minus a times the integral from a to b of f of x, in this case E of x. That's what we have to determine. But we don't know the function, so we can't do this integral. That's why we have to use a right Riemann sum to approximate this integral. So really what we have is b is 6, a is 0, and this integral will be our approximation. So just don't forget you have that 1 over 6 in front of it. So the right Riemann sum approximation is going to look like this. And if you need to draw the rectangles, I'm not going to draw the rectangles. If you want me to request it, I will gladly do that. But the first rectangle, the width is 1. The height would be 1.3, the right endpoint, plus the second rectangle, which is right here. The length is 2, or width, whatever you want to call it. The height, the right height is 2.1, and so on. Third rectangle is 2. Height is 4.1. And the last rectangle, 5 to 6, is 1. And its height is 5.6. Because we're using right endpoints, going to calculate those. 1.3 plus 4.2 plus 8.2 plus 5.6. Hopefully I'm doing this, I'm calculating this right. I got 19.3. Now that's not your answer, because remember, it's asking for the average elevation. And if you look at all these elevations, 1 to 1.3 to 2.1, I mean, they're not, that's 19.3 could not possibly be the average. But it shouldn't be, because we have this 1 over 6 that we still have to multiply by the integral. So 1 over 6 times this, or just 19.3 divided by 6. And I got 3.217, which is the average elevation, which makes sense based on all these numbers. So I'm going to use my units. This is thousands of feet, so I'm going to say 3,217 feet is the average elevation of the trail. So we'll do one more example, and then you can practice.